Welcome back. And Peter McGuire, CEO Trading.com, now joins us to talk about the kind of run-up that we've seen in gold and silver both. Peter, go to gold first. Yet another day, another all-time high, 3,800 is taken, done now. And what are the next targets? Or is it now in an uncharted territory? It has been there for some time. But what are you making of these price moves?
Well, good afternoon, Manisha. I tell you what, it's breathtaking. And when you're seeing that, I'm just looking at the screen, December 2025 futures on COMEX running at 3848. I mean, that's incredibly blasting moves. You know, it's up the best part of $40 today or more. And the overall momentum is incredibly strong. You know, 4,000's got to be penciled in. And the way it's going, it could be there within the next week or two, if not sooner, because it's just got huge... it's absolutely parabolic, and it's the bullish trade, Manisha. It's just incredible.
It is. I get the point, Peter. You know, a lot of people also now seem to be saying that, yes, on charts, it is overbought because we started this year with 26.50. We are trading at 38.15 in spot right now, but it still is under-owned is what the feeling is, especially when it comes to retail from most part of the world, even institutions for that matter. Funds have started to buy into this. ETFs buying is quite strong as well. Is the market now FOMOing out, or do you think there is a strong, concrete moves that we could be looking at in sense of price supports?
I think, Manisha, I think there's still a large degree of the population that haven't engaged in gold. That's globally. So whilst we're here at these sort of points, the overall momentum is really starting to gain traction. Young people, I know that India's got, you know, it's part of your culture, but very much across the West, they're still starting to wake up. I think they're saying, well, it's up 40 and 50% moves. It's you know, a ballistic move, and it's really gaining so much. It's gaining airwaves on radio, on TV, in the press. Main Street is really starting to take large gulps of oxygen that, you know, all about gold, and that and the overall storyline isn't changing.
Oh, it isn't, and all that glitters is definitely gold, but it's silver as well with nearly 63% of gains, $47 an ounce onto that one. Where do you see that going?
Manisha, that's the one that's the standout. I really think that, you know, the little brother is caught up and it's catching up, and it's overtaken from a price perspective as far as performance. It's been extraordinary, you know, and as you just said, nearly up 63% since the April lows. Just quite mind-blowing in that 6-month window. So, you know, it's 47 on COMEX now, 47.35 for December 2025 contract. $50 is very much, as soon as it breaks 50, I think we change our philosophy, because it's running away and it's just so aggressive to the upside, Manisha. So I'm expecting that to be taken out probably in the next couple of weeks, certainly during the October period, because its overall momentum is just extraordinary. It's dynamic. It's explosive.
Oh, it is. So while silver is giving you best returns in 10 years, gold is the best that it has given since 1979. So those are the kind of history that we are making when it comes to gold and silver. Platinum not too far behind, Peter.
No, platinum's great. I mean, you know, it's been a wonderful metal to trade, Manisha, but the shine, you know, whilst it's got industrial demand and we're all conscious of it, and a lot of people certainly like it from an investment standpoint, and across, you know, platinum shares and physical as well. You know, you can't dispute that it's been extraordinary, but I think the focus is very much on those other, it's close cousins, gold and silver. So, yeah, keep an eye certainly on platinum, but yeah, the whole complex is just on fire.
Peter, when you see a run-up of that kind, shape, scope, would you say that some correction, even a healthy one, is not too far behind? So if you had to talk ranges from here, a certain support in some sense, a pullback that we might be looking at in gold and silver, where do you see that happening until?
Maybe a few dollars. I mean, for silver, Manisha, you could see it's not unusual. As you just said, it's since 1979. These are once in a lifetime storylines. And what we saw as far as 1979, that was a big run up from considering 72 when it was $35 an ounce. So, you know, the overall momentum has been extraordinary, and this doesn't happen often. And you can see wipeouts. You can see $100 stripped out of it very, very quickly. It might, you know, I'm not saying it won't happen. no doubt it will happen at some inflection point. And there will be a point in time that's what markets do. They get overbought and the hot air, evaporates. And silver could, certainly take a few dollars stripped out of that as well. But at the moment, I think it's very much bullish. But when we do see that pullback, that's probably a better time to start buying even more.
Mm-hmm. So when we're looking at those way more bullishness that you talk about in silver, would you say copper would go the same way? Because we have seen very, very strong strength come in for copper in the previous week. There are supply disruptions that we have been talking about. But with China saying that they would now start importing copper, that's given another leg to this commodity space. Are you looking at much more bullishness there too?
I think so. I mean, it's through that $10,000 a metric ton on the LME. It's got the potential to probably run hard to say 10.5. From a percentage standpoint, I wouldn't be surprised maybe 3 or 4% up over the next couple of weeks. And the support is going to be from, the industrial metal side, Manisha. But it's nothing like we're seeing in the precious space. But, I think it'll drag the other ones up as well. Keep an eye on aluminium and certainly zinc.
We don't know what you guys, did talk about to the street right now when it came to gold, largely because he was talking about smashing and exciting and all of that and stuff. Seems like people have suddenly taken their money out of equities and pouring into gold right now, because just as this conversation was happening, just take a look at the intraday chart of the Nifty. Manisha, we started the segment at 24,650 on the Nifty, and now we're 24,600. Why? Because perhaps gold is where people are deploying their money in. But at the low point of trade, we have the Nifty Bank, which is down 150 points. I don't know what you did there, Peter, but, good on those who are investing in gold right now.